My rinnai continuum endless hot water system display isn't on, and I don't have any hot water. I have no idea why.
Welcome to Just Answer. My name is I will do my best to help you with your issue. First I'll need some more info so I have a more complete picture of your situation. I need the actual model number of your unit.
MC-45-4US By the way, I cut my water off today in order to replace a bad faucet, but I don't suppose this relates to the problem.
Give me a few to pull up the specs for your unit.
Sure.
Okay, if you remove the cover just above where the power cord connects, you'll see a fuse, maybe two. Check these fuses. They are the most likely culprits, assuming, of course, that you have power to the outlet the unit is plugged into.
I don't see any cords at all. The unit is mounted flush in one of my kitchen cabinets.
Okay, you still need to remove the front panel. The fuses are inside the unit. The cord reference was just to point you in the right direction, but the fuses, old automotive type, should be fairly obvious. Since you can't check an outlet for power, you may need a voltmeter to see if you do indeed have power to the unit.
I've removed the cover and see two mounting screws. Otherwise, I see nothing that gets me into the unit. I can transfer a couple of photos from my phone and send them to you if it helps.
From what I can make out from the specs, there are 4 screws, 2 top, 2 bottom, that hold the cover in place. You can post pictures here by clicking on Add Files next to the Send button.
I have uploaded 2 photos. Here's the back of the unit.
That's the controller. You need to go to the water heater. I've been talking about the water heater, not the controller.
Please forgive my ignorance. I thought this was a tankless system. I'm not sure where the water heater is. This is a rental. Since I haven't seen a water heater, I suppose it may be in the attic.
The problem is likely with the water heater, which is indeed tankless. If you can't find the heater, then there's not much I can do to help you. And there isn't much I can do from here to help you locate it. If this is a rental, then your landlord is ultimately responsible here.
I understand. I am going to the attic now. My landlord lives out of town, and I'm trying to resolve this for her.
If you don't have a basement or a mechanical room, then the attic is a possibility, or even outdoors if you live in the deep south or southwest.
I live in Miss. I'll look in the partial basement.
Okay.
Is this going to be a large cylinder like other water heaters? Never mind, I googled what one of these looks like. I'm still searching.
Here is the manual for your product. There's a line drawing of it on page 1. It's about twice the size of a breadbox. https://www.rinnai.a/documentation/downloads BU 162 1897 by 01_owners_manual_ru 2402_tankless_water_heater.pdf.
Thanks. That helps. I'm still looking. I don't suppose the following pic is what I'm looking for.
Sorry, that's not it. I'm logging off for the night soon. If you don't get back to me in time, I'll respond in the morning if you have more questions.
Okay.
Rob, my name is I can help you if you like. The last picture you posted is your rinnai. That is mounted in an outdoor box. If you lift it up by the louvers and then pull the bottom out first, you will find it. Does the unit plug in? Tankless water heaters are my specialty. I work on them every day. First thing is check your circuit breakers and make sure you have power to the unit.
Hi Wade, thanks for confirming the unit. I have the cover off now. I'll go check my circuit panel inside.
Sounds good. I just hate to see someone without hot water if it can be helped.
I've turned off outbreakers and turned them back on. The controller is still off.
A phone call will be much faster if you like. Do you know what old glass cylinder automotive fuses look like?
I do.
There are two in the rinnai. If you pull the cover off, you should see them in twist lock cylinders.
By cover, I think you mean the panel at the top that is held on by 4 screws. I'm on it. The unit is making a quiet thumping sound, about 1 bump per second. I don't have the cover off yet.
Look for these. A thumping sound? Do you have water running anywhere?
No. Not that I'm aware of. Should I kill the circuit at the breaker box?
Not yet. Is the cover off?
Almost.
Those are 3 amp fuses and they will blow if there is a power surge or a short circuit. What all did you do today as far as plumbing is concerned?
I see the 2 plastic covers. Today I cut the water off at main for 10 minutes to replace a leaky outdoor faucet.
After doing the faucet, did you have hot water?
No. Some hours later, when I went for a shower, I didn't have hot water. I have the 2 fuses pulled and they appear blown.
As far as you know, you haven't had any hot water after the faucet install? Was there a power outage?
No power outage.
Can you send me a pic of the fuses, or do you have a ohm meter?
No hot water since the install.
Are you on a well? Did you turn off the well pump power when you replaced the faucet?
My wife has better eyesight and she can see the filaments. When I took the fuses out, the thumping stopped. No, I don't have access to the HOA's pump.
The thumping is interesting. Can you describe it differently?
Quiet, maybe more of a bump. Steady, like a metronome.
After your wife looked, the fuses seem good?
One filament is wavy, the other appears off-center, but neither are broken through and through. Each has a filament way off-center on one end.
Does the unit plug in? There should be a power cord coming from the bottom of the unit. Does it have plug on it or is it hardwired?
Hardwired.
Okay, put fuses back. Does it start making noise again?
Back in. Phone battery almost dead. We'll go inside for a charge. Metronome beat returned.
Check controller.
Will do.
The metronome? Is this a low thump?
Yep, the controller is not on.
Can you stand outside by the water heater and have your wife turn on hot water and tell me if you hear a fan or clicking?
Will do. Give us a minute. No additional sound.
Okay, when you checked the breakers, did you have one labeled water heater?
I actually found the number outside, so I went back to the box and switched that particular breaker off and on earlier.
When you turn it off, does the metronome sound stop?
Let me see. It stopped.
The unit is getting power. The lower right of the unit says controller connection with 2 screws. Do you see it?
I've lost all daylight outside now, so I'm fairly handicapped at this point.
Looks like this. Once you find it, disconnect the controller. They are optional and the unit can run without it. I'm going to be driving, so my responses will be delayed, but I am still with you.
Found them. Power still off. Disconnected them. Breaker stick off.
With the controller unplugged, have your wife run hot water while you stand outside listening. Turn power on, then run hot water and listen.
Breaker on. Hot water still cold. No fans or such.
Stand by, I'll check my technical service book.
Sure.
Either one of these 3 things: stuck servo valve, could be debris from shutting off water, bad 24-volt transformer, bad peak ball. 3 should be checked by a rinnai authorized service tech. Sorry I couldn't help you further, but at least I helped you figure where your water heater was.
Thanks. You've been very helpful. I'll be sure to give you a positive rating.
Thank you. Let me know what you find out. I'm guessing PCB.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert now, visit JustAnswer.com/YTHI.